for another Sarah? Who here is ready for the other half of broad humor? Everybody, please welcome Sarah Kennedy. Thank you, Ann. Alrighty. Quick poll time. Yeah, we're both Sarahs. Quick poll. Here it comes. How many people here are not comedians in the I get up on stage sense? All right, good to know. All right, how many people here are in fact comedians? Yeah. Thank you very much for coming to our comedian Christmas party. We're excited to have you. My name is Sarah Kennedy. When most people hear that name, it just comes across as just generic white girl first name, generic white girl last name, and I understand that. But for some reason, people tend to remember my name, Sarah Kennedy. And I think I figured out the actual formula for why people remember my name. Here it is. It is, in fact, just 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain. And that's 100% reason to remember my name. It's also a rap song. Anyway. How many of you guys remember that song from the early 90s, Opposites Attract? Yeah. If you don't remember it, it is Paula Abdul and an animated cat. And they are in a relationship together. And they just go back and forth about things they don't have in common. So like, she goes to bed early, and he parties all night. She always has money, and he's always broke. But at no point in the song does anybody sing, I am a human, and I am a cat. And to me, that's their most notable difference. But it never gets brought up. So speaking of old music, let's talk about really old music. Do you guys know who Glenn Campbell is? Yeah, he's like a country music legend. He has Alzheimer's, and at the Grammys this past year, they did a tribute to him, and Taylor Swift came on stage and introduced him, and she said, Glenn Campbell rocked the music industry when he announced last year that he had Alzheimer's. And I thought for sure the next thing she was gonna say was, and he's back to do it again! Actually would have been really nice. I went back and forth about whether or not to talk about this tonight, but you guys, I am really sick. I am really sick. I tried to eat a salad today to like get myself out of bed and and I had the chills so bad that I had a crouton on my fork, and it was just like that scene in Jurassic Park with the Jell-O where I was like, oh God, oh. I just let it go. You guys like TV? No. That's fair. I like TV, except, man, you guys, I have all these episodes of Hoarders just like piling up on my DVR. It's a problem. That's actually the only way I could be a hoarder because I'm too poor to own stuff. I do a lot of my shopping at the dollar store. Does anybody here enjoy a good trip to the Dollar Tree? You have to. They've got all the groceries you need. They also sell some really amazing other things like perfume, which I love. Because it's perfume that already exists, but just made as cheaply as possible without giving you a rash. Nice. And they have everything, you guys. They have like Clinique Happy, CK1, Calvin Klein Eternity, and I know I just mentioned 2 Calvin Kleins, but I swear they have everything. But they can't call it that. They have to call it like a knockoff brand, so it's always called Impressions Perfume. And I love Impressions Perfume. Because I always imagine buying a box of it, taking it home, taking the bottle out of the box, and have the bottle look at me and say, do you like impressions? Oh, well, this is my impression of Clinique Happy. My impression of Clinique Happy. Thank you. I work from home, so when I'm at the dollar store, it's the time when a lot of people with a lot of time on their hands are also at the dollar store. And I find the group with a lot of time on their hands during the day, that group happens to be the elderly. And you know what, honestly, like watching them like shuffle up and down the aisles, I feel really bad for old people, like the very frail. Because I feel like when you're at the end of your life, you're in a lot of pain. And like I always hear my grandma talk about it, and she'll be like complaining like, my neck, my back, my pussy and my crack. And it's sad that she's even heard that song. That's also a hip hop song. All right, you guys, I'm Sarah Kennedy. Thank you so much.